Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports That back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Sacramento Kings potentially trading for Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso. As the other day, there was an article on Bleacher Report that was NBA blockbuster trades that we are already thinking about, and one of them involved the Chicago Bulls and the Sacramento Kings. Although both teams have not been eliminated yet, but could be eliminated today as the Bulls play the Miami Heat today, I am rooting for the Bulls. I am also rooting for the Kings as well. I don't want to see the Pelicans in the playoffs because Zion is not healthy, and even if he was healthy, there is always a chance he might get hurt. I like the Kings team. I like watching Fox, and I like watching Keegan Murray. I like watching Domantas Sabonis as well. So I'm rooting for them tonight. And for the Bulls, I'm actually rooting for the Bulls for my own team's sake because I am a Rockets fan, and the Rockets right now have a 7% chance to go into the top 4 of the NBA draft in the upcoming draft lottery. Now, but if they don't go in the top 4, they don't keep their pick. It goes to OKC. But if Chicago wins tonight and beats Miami and heads to the playoffs, the Rockets will go from the 12th best odds in that draft lottery to 11, and their odds of getting into the top 4 will jump from 7% all the way to 9.5%. I know it's only a 2.5% increase, but it's an increase, and so I'm rooting for the Bulls. Well, also, I think the Bulls are an entertaining team. It's entertaining to watch Kobe White and DeMar DeRozan, but so I'm rooting for the Bulls and the Kings tonight. But as they play tonight, both teams play tonight in the doubleheader, I'm going to be talking about a potential trade they could make this offseason that's involving two-time All-Star Zach LaVine. You know he's going to go this offseason. Someone might go with him. That's another guard, another good guard as well. Really good defensive guard, Alex Caruso. Let's talk about what this trade would be that Bleacher Report has come up with. Here it is. So Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso go to Sacramento. Here is the haul that Chicago gets. Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, Davion Mitchell, Sasha Vencekov, 2028 first-round pick, top 10 protected, 2030 first-round pick, top 10 protected. Like the protections on those first-round picks, those are later draft picks. You never know what the Kings might look like in 2028 and 2030. Zach LaVine this past season had a good year, but he was injured. He only played 25 games. He averaged 20 points per game, though, with 5 rebounds per game. He's a good career three-point shooter, 38.2%. And this season, he had a little bit of a low, shooting 34.9%. It was his lowest since the 2017-18 season. That was his first year with the Chicago Bulls. But Zach LaVine in the 22-23 season, played 77 games. He averaged 25 points per game. It was one of his best years, but he wasn't an all-star. 21-22 season with the Bulls, he was an all-star. He averaged 24 points per game with the Bulls in 67 games. His 2021 season, he was most improved, 5th place voting, and an all-star, averaging 27.4 points per game, one of his best seasons of his career. Now let's get to Alex Caruso. Right here, Alex Caruso is one of the best damn guards and one of the best defensive guards in the NBA. One of the best all-around defenders in the NBA. He's a one-time champion and one-time all-defensive NBA. And he played 71 games this year, 57 game starts, 10.1 points per game, 2 steals per game, 1 block per game, 3.5 assists per game, 4 rebounds per game. He's a good three-point shooter as well. He doesn't score the basketball a lot, but when he does score the basketball, a lot of it is from his three-point shot. He shot 41% from 3 this year, averaging 5 three-point attempts per game. He shot 36% in the 22-23 season, though. He shot 40% in the 2021 season. So yeah. I would like this trade for the Kings. I really would. Now, my question for the Kings, if you make this trade, I look at their starting lineup, and I'm wondering who is starting at power forward if you make this trade, right? I think you'd have to go, and sign someone else to start at power forward if you look at, free agency, because if you look at the Kings team, Harrison Barnes is out of there. Who is starting at power forward? Because you'd have Fox starting at point guard. You'd have LaVine starting at shooting guard. Then you have Keegan Murray starting at small forward. You have Sabonis at the 5. Who's going to start at the 4? I mean, you could go really small, and you could start. You could do Fox at the 1, LaVine at the 2, Caruso at the 3, and Keegan Murray at the 4, and then Sabonis at the 5. But I think with how good of a shooter Keegan Murray is, you don't want him playing at the 4. And, then you're only, non-big man. I mean, the only guy that can really help with rebounding, is Domantas Sabonis. So, honestly, I think you'd have to go out. You probably see Alex Caruso come off the bench, and they probably sign or draft a power forward to come and start for them. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the potential trade for the Kings in the comment section. I like this trade idea for them, but let's see if these two teams make it to the playoffs today. We'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts on this potential trade, and give me your predictions for both teams tonight and their play-in matchups against the Pelicans and the Heat. Let me know your thoughts, and peace out.